So, anyway.
So what's our next step? Here we are taking a scattergun approach, and our committee has been ineffective in the past because we tend to just go, blah, and we don't focus on anything. What's our next step? Is it going to be a survey, or is it going to be an ordinance? If it's an ordinance, do we need to move forward on getting that written? Is it a survey? Do we need to get that information out and get that going? What's our next step?
I would think it'd be the ordinance.
Now, see, I disagree. I think we should update the survey.
Well, I agree. I think we need to do that too.
They
But
can be done
update it to what?
simultaneously.
What's the criteria? The ordinance would set up a criteria on which whoever we hired to do a survey got criteria. Otherwise, what qualifies and what don't.
You could do
Right.
them both
I don't know.
simultaneously.
I don't think they have to be on the same path. I don't think one has to rely on the other.
I think you would definitely want to tailor your ordinance to the landscape that you're working with. And that's going to be the basis. That is
So the
Fairhope.
survey might be.
So we start with our updated survey.
I would update your survey, but definitely contact Susan. I can get you her contact information. Just if there have not been many changes done in your existing areas, or if you want to expand it, determine the area you want to have covered. And that's the first step. That can be done simultaneously with meeting with someone who has ordinance experience, especially, someone who's experienced with preservation ordinances will know how to work with a landscape. They can drive around, they can get a general feel, and they can guide you through the process of working with this. You can draw on your local talent across the bay. We can help you, and I think they can be done simultaneously.
Do you
where
think
can
she'd
have
be
three
willing to
actions.
come talk to this group?
Pardon?
Do you think that Ms. Unitas would come?
Oh, I know she would. She was sick. She couldn't make it today. She's meeting with Mayor Stimpson now and with a representative from Airbus. She was fully planning on being here, and I know she would be someone who could provide some insight for y'all. And I think you could do them both simultaneously. First step, contact Susan, just speak to her briefly saying, should we update this area? You really do need to determine what you want covered. Do you want to remain just in these three areas? Do you want to focus just on downtown? Do you maybe just want to start out with your downtown district and then possibly several years down the road spread out? And it's good to keep in mind the difference between a National Register district and a local. You can start as your basis with the National Register districts, and to have something approved by City Council, say eventually, you can do a local designation. That would be, the local is designated by your community itself. So you can start out with what you already have and then expand out.
Phase it. You're saying phase it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
Well, now, is the downtown going to be the hardest one to sell?
But that might be the one you want to go through first.
That's what I'm asking.
To sell, how do you mean sell?
For an ordinance?
Having more
No, the
control.
ordinance affects the entire city.
It has to be done. It's governed. You just can't have one for one specific
Oh,
area.
okay.
Oh, okay.
To
So that-
have
okay.
a municipal ordinance affecting a part of the city is, you're
Right,
not
okay,
allowed to do that.
And just because of the previous attempts, the gentleman's thing about preservation Fairhope or something, I think that's a wonderful pitch because that draws on Fairhope community, both people, places, and the whole mission of what preservation about. You can have very different, but there's scientific, keeping things exactly like they are, and then the broader definition of maintenance. And that leaves it full open of just keeping traditions going, what makes a place matter. So I think they could be, this could be multi-pronged and you could keep the momentum going. That's my
Keeping
suggestion.
with Donnie's request, I think what we should do is go ahead and contact this lady, come over and chat with us about what it takes to develop an ordinance, and go ahead and get some numbers on doing another survey. That's two positive things.